Ladies and gentlemen, in this video I'm going to cover every single method I use to get XP in Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 1. The bonus styles for this season have not been revealed yet, but I'm assuming that in order to unlock all of them, you're going to need to reach level 200. The season went live a week ago and Epic made a lot of changes to the ways in which you can get XP. Fortunately, the entire community was against this, and after a good amount of complaining, they made some adjustments as well. So let's go over the most important changes. If you want to skip this, check out the timestamps in the description. The playtime XP for LEGO Fortnite, Reload and Fortnite OG are now mixed together, and there is a weekly cap of 4 million XP. From what I understood, this resets on a weekly basis, and it's on Tuesday when the challenges reset as well. So basically this means that you used to be able to get about 7 to 8 level ups from LEGO Fortnite on a single day. Now this is mixed together with Reload and with OG. For creative, something similar applies as well. There is a weekly bucket of 4 million XP. And after that, you are still able to earn XP in creative, but it's going to be significantly less until it resets on that Tuesday that I mentioned before. Fortnite Festival's XP used to be 80,000 and is now increased to 100,000. It's still pretty much worthless. And then for Save the World, it also got its own little XP bucket. And this is 4 million as well. So if you want to play some Right to Lightning missions, if you want to set up an endurance, this is a pretty nice way to get AFK XP, because for every endurance that you complete, you can get approximately 4.5 to 500,000 XP. Last but not least, we also have a bunch of daily quests, but these are mixed together as well. So you can complete your daily quest in Rocket Racing, in regular Fortnite, or in Reload, but you will only get XP for it once. It doesn't count separately anymore. Alright, let's go over the methods. The first one you can do in Battle Royale for Chapter 6 Season 1. And you can also do this in Fortnite OG. Basically, you want to go over the entire map, discover every single POI and landmark that there is, and then you will get 5,000 XP for every single POI, and you'll get about 1,000 XP for the landmarks. Now, as you're doing that, you can also focus on accolades. You can find a nice overview of all of them when you go to your map and then go over to your collection. Accolades are basically tiny special things that you can do in one game, in multiple games, and they will keep on giving you XP. So the first time you unlock an accolade, you're going to get bonus XP, and then whenever you do them afterwards, it's going to give you a little bit less. And these can be things like being the first player to land, first player to open a chest, catching 5 fish, catching 10 fish, getting a double elimination, getting a squad elimination. Basically, there's a category for everything. If I recall correctly, there were also special challenges that you could do in a game, such as winning a match of Battle Royale without building once, or winning a match without taking storm damage. I haven't seen these anymore, so I'm assuming that they have been removed with the new chapter and the new season. The next method is pretty straightforward and doesn't require that much explanation. You want to focus on your daily quest, you want to focus on your weekly quest, you want to focus on a Kickstart quest that should be available, and then obviously the story ones. This past week, the first set of story quests went live, and after you've completed most of them, there is a hidden quest that you can only do afterwards. For this, you have to go over to the Night Shift Forest, and then there are 3 objects that you need to interact with, which is going to give you 25,000 XP. Now, if we go over to Fortnite OG, there are also a bunch of quests that you can complete in there. It used to be extremely challenging when the mode was just released on Friday, but I think by now we have bots in the game, which makes completing quests a lot easier. They don't require a lot of explanation. Some of them might be a little bit more tricky to do, such as getting eliminations with sniper rifles, because you're very dependent on where you can find one. If you can manage to stay in the game long enough, sniper rifles usually drop from supply drops, so use that to your advantage. Now, there are also 4 hidden quests within Fortnite OG. These are very straightforward, except for one. For the first one, you have to eliminate an opponent by basically double pumping them. So make sure that you have 2 shotguns. It can be a pump shotgun and a tactical one. Shoot an opponent, then immediately switch your weapon and shoot at your opponent again. There is one for which you have to ring a doorbell until it breaks. There is one for which you have to dance within 5 seconds of eliminating an opponent. And the last one is quite difficult. For this one, you have to rocket ride. So basically, you're going to need at least one squad mate or a friend. And you're going to need a rocket launcher. That person has to shoot the rocket, and then you have to jump on top of it in order to ride it. This might take you a couple of attempts. And these 4 hidden quests are going to give you a total of 40,000 XP. Now that we're on the topic of Fortnite OG anyway, you also have milestones in here. Unfortunately, they removed these from the regular Chapter 6 Season 1 game modes. But they are available in OG, and it's simple things like damaging opponents, eliminating opponents, hitting weak points at named locations, surviving storm circles, and thanking the bus driver. Every single milestone that you complete is going to give you 3,000 XP, and then for every 5 milestones that you complete, you're going to get a bonus amount of 25,000. Unfortunately, the bonus runs out once you've completed 75 milestones. So coming Tuesday, we're going to get an update, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to contain Winterfest content as well. And with that assumption, I'm also pretty sure that we're going to get a bunch of quests, which are going to give you a nice amount of XP. We might even get the cabin back, or there will be one other way to get XP. But basically, I think it's safe to assume that you'll get a couple of daily quests or maybe quests that release every other 3 days, and that you'll get 20 to 25,000 XP for every single quest that you can complete. The only unfortunate thing about this is that those quests are going to be timed, so make sure that you do them anywhere in between the period that they release and the moment they expire. Moving on, the next method is just regular battle XP. For some reason, Fortnite really increased the amount of XP that you get for opening a chest, which is now 750. What you get for opening an ammo box, which is 500. Destroying a slurp barrel, surviving storm circles, and getting eliminations. You can go into any battle royale match, or you can go into Team Rumble and find yourself a loot pad that you're comfortable with. And then basically spend your match trying to open as many chests, as many ammo boxes, and destroying as many slurp barrels as you can. I think that this is one of the more boring methods, but at least it's consistent because you don't really run out of chests to open or slurp barrels to destroy. And you can also go over to the secret areas, the Night Shift Forest Vault, or the Magic Moss's hidden area, and open all the chests and ammo boxes in there, which is going to be a nice amount of XP. Now, if you want, you can also combine this with a bot lobby, so that not only do you have to loot, but you can also eliminate some bots for multi-eliminations, which is going to give you extra XP. I'm still seeing a bunch of questions on how you can get a bot lobby. It's really simple. You're going to need a second device that can run Fortnite with an account level that is preferably level 1. You join the match with both of your accounts, and then before the battle boss leaves, you need to exit the match with your alternate account so that your alternate account is not going to level up. And this way your entire lobby is going to be filled with bots. This doesn't seem to work in Fortnite OG. It only works in the Chapter 6 Season 1 game modes. But yeah, if you want to optimize your XP gain, then bot lobbies are definitely the way to go. Moving on, we got Lego Fortnite. There are a bunch of quests that you can complete, which is a decent amount of XP, and then also there's the playtime. As I mentioned earlier, you can get up to 4 million per week, but it doesn't really go all that fast. And if you want to do this AFK, then you're going to have to move your mouse or your keyboard or your controller every 15 minutes so that you don't get kicked. The same thing applies to creative XP. There are a bunch of maps that you can play on. I like the one which is called 1v1 with all guns, where I just have to shoot my alternate account, and then every single kill is going to give me 5,000 XP, which is really nice. You also have your daily quests in here. And obviously there's also a whole collection of XP glitch maps available. I don't use these ones myself, but let's not pretend that they don't exist. There was a creative exploit where you had to join a match, and then if you stayed in there for like 20 seconds, you would get 10 levels. I did use that one because I was just very curious and it was very easy to do. But yeah, the maps for which you have to wait for a timer or enter a secret code, that's just not my thing. Anyway, enough about EXP glitch maps. So there's also rocket racing. You have a bunch of weekly quests, which are also going to give you bonus XP. The weekly quests are quite grindy. I wouldn't expect to do these all in one go, but at least it's a nice alternative way to get XP. And then you also get about, I think it's now increased to 5,000 or maybe it's 3,000 for every single race that you complete, which is also nice. The races usually take about 2 to maybe 3 minutes to complete. And then the last thing I know of is the weapon expertise quest. These are so incredibly grindy. As I mentioned in my previous video, I got started on these, but I never finished them. I'm assuming that I will complete them anywhere within the coming weeks when I'm just playing my matches. If you want, you can grind them. I, however, wouldn't spend my time doing that because it's just very boring. So yeah, I think that about covers everything. If there's anything I missed, let me know in the comment section down below, or if you have suggestions to improve your XP gain, then leave a comment as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at the next one.